Hey guys, Sean Tassa here, your friend in real estate. We're in the office here talking about what's going on in the real estate market, and I'm sure you're hearing a lot of things about what's going on with regards to qualifying rates and what change that's going to have as of next year. I've had some clients who have said, hey, you know what, let's sell now and take advantage of the hot market we're having, and it indeed is a hot market. The residential class continues to outperform last year. We're seeing it over and over. I mean, that's been the story of this year so far. Obviously, the two-story and the bungalows, that's what's accounting for about 75% of the homes that are selling in Ottawa, not condos, the houses. Okay, the average sales price for October shot up to $425. It's an 8.6% increase versus October 2016. So we're seeing a huge rise in the prices and a huge rise in the number of units that have sold. The condos as well, which is surprising for a lot of people, have seen a 6.9% growth rate versus October 2016. And the average price is just under $270. So that is growing as well, at least for the month of October. When we focus on the whole year to date, that's when the story really starts to become evident to us. Okay, an astounding trend really becomes evident on the residential side. Of course, the two stories and the bungalows are accounting for about 80% of the sales that are happening. So the weird stuff, the doubles, the duplexes, the 1.5 story, the high ranch, all of that sort of makes up the difference. But 6.3% more homes than we sold last year. We've sold this year so far in 2017, and at a 7.3% higher amount for sale price versus last year. So we're hovering around the 4.25 mark as far as values for homes in Ottawa, the average value of a home. And the condos, that's the story. That's the story that nobody's really talking about. The condo, I've been talking about it for a while, but people are just starting to catch on, and they're surprised when I tell them that we've seen a growth rate as far as number of condos sold this year versus last year of 21.4%. This is only as of the end of October. Okay, that's huge. That's a big number when you're talking about seeing growth rates on average of 5% or moderate growth rate. 20%. That's a huge growth rate for number of condos sold. Now we're almost hitting that 5% raise as far as amount that they're selling for. So we're starting to see the growth in condos. Obviously, most of what's selling is the apartment style condos. Okay, that counts for probably 75% of the condos that are selling are one level condo apartments that weren't selling for the years before because they were competing against the new builds. Well, the new builds, there's not a lot out there to choose from in the condo world, and so we're seeing the uptick in the resale market. Of course, as the property values grow, that doesn't mean that your home in particular has grown by that same rate. But of course, the market does have an effect on the value of your property. So if you're interested to know how all of this might affect you, whether you're considering buying or if you're thinking about selling, give me a call today. I'd be happy to go through that whole process with you and explain to you what those effects are on you as a particular either a buyer or seller or even a real estate investor. So my phone number, as always, 613-314-3187. And until then, Sty Fire out.